Stop me if you've seen this image before. The face of a man on the moon as a rocket crash lands on his eye. Almost every film has seen this clip from Georges Méliès' A Trip to the Moon. Well, at the suggestion of a friend, I finally watched the whole film. Yeah, all 18 minutes of it. Because it's so short, I'll go over the basic plot and then move on to my likes and some research I did. Here we go. A group of astronomers travel to the moon and begin to explore it. As they sleep, it begins to snow and the individuals make their way to shelter. Aliens appear and capture the astronomers, taking them to the alien king. One of the astronomers kills the king and the others escape. The astronomers make it back to their spacecraft and plummet back to Earth, with one alien attached to the ship. Our heroes are paraded around and celebrated while the alien is seen being held captive. The end. So there you have it, a very simple and easy to follow story. However, I don't believe it's really the story that people take away from the picture, but instead the imaginative effects works. These were created by the film's director Georges Méliès, who also played the main astronomer as well as the face on the moon. I love how you can see set pieces moving, such as when the astronomers see Earth rising when they are on the moon. Another thing I really enjoyed was seeing some of the human entities peering down at the sleeping astronomers. I don't particularly know why I like that, it just seems very creative to me to see things like Saturn appear in this film, and even a passing comet. That's the thing about this film I love most, how creative it is. The astronomers are basically magicians who are able to transform objects seemingly into whatever they want. The spacecraft is launched from a giant cannon right into the moon. The aliens and their whole scene reminds me of the Goblin sequence in the Hobbit book, and the escape back to Earth where the craft just falls into the ocean is amusing as well as exciting to watch. Going into this film, I didn't know a whole lot about Georges Méliès, other than what I remember from film school, as well as what I remembered from the film Hugo. I did more research on him, and while I already knew he was a special effects pioneer, I had no idea exactly how passionate he was about filmmaking, ultimately directing over 500 films. Now, they weren't long films like they are today, with some ranging from less than 5 minutes, but this shows how passionate he was about creating and being a filmmaker. I believe a lot of aspiring filmmakers are like this. As soon as we are old enough to pick up a camera and are already deeply interested in film, we set out to make our own almost immediately. I can remember gathering friends and family trying to make a film, but then coming up with another idea and trying to make that one instead. The world of film offers many possibilities, and Méliès appears to have made it his goal to make them all. He obviously went through tragedy, with many of his films being destroyed, and even he destroyed some of his own works. A Trip to the Moon was lost and forgotten for many years, until two copies were found in 1929 and 1930. In 1997, the lost ending that featured the celebration of the astronomers was found. This is the film that I believe is often most associated with Georges Méliès, mostly due to that iconic image of the moon's face. It no doubt has an important part in film history, for its effects, sure, but also for the creative mind of Méliès. It makes me want to come up with creative ideas for any future projects I make revolving around film, and brings back memories of when I used to make movies all the time as a kid. I'm certainly glad that I finally got to watch it and see the film that so many awed at just from that one image of the man on the moon.